What's up, Beardy?
Hello, Trent. Are we doing a live survival?
We will be.
What now?
Like, yeah, here in like 4 minutes.
What, you mean our Friday stream?
Huh?
Our Friday stream.
Oh, yeah, so why wouldn't we?
Just wondering, because it just come up on the notification that you're streaming the Friday stream now.
Oops. Good point. Here I went through all this crap. Got it all set up on the text document. I forgot to pull it over. Thank you for that.
Alright. Hey, well, I was excited. I enjoyed doing the Friday streams. I would love to do it twice a week.
I want to do more of it, but
yeah, I do.
You've got issues.
I've got something really exciting coming from the vlog. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's going to take a bit of time now. I'm going to finish the build off to do it, but I really want to sort of like show a part of it now. But you know what it is, you know that cruise ship thing I did?
Yeah.
I found a really good use for it, and I found some really cool stuff as well. And it's going to be pretty cool.
Gotcha. How's it going, Zach? Yeah. We're correcting it now. Such has been my my morning. That couch. No, I'd love to do our Friday stream like I don't know, every day.
That'd be cool. No, it's a good build that. It's just yeah, it's just a shame it comes around once a week.
Which one's that? Alright, not it. What about this one? That's parental advisory. Yeah, we're gonna fix this thumbnail here. Because I'm an idiot. Oh. Doesn't take long to fix. And I spent all this time updating it. Oh. No, Zach, you're right. Probably Beardy. Antonio, welcome. Oh, I said, who's the third one watching? I said probably Beardy.
Not at the moment, no.
Jason, welcome to the stream. Oh. 8 o'clock. And never mind the sounds of play in the background. That is my kid and my dog playing, finally. It only took 15 minutes of solid push-ups. Oh. To get her to realize that I'm serious. Live and off the cuff. So I've learned actually quite a bit about this game. And I'm excited for the new update too, but Beardy, I think if I get you into this game and playing and learning, provided you have an open mind on it, you would actually really enjoy this game.
Maybe not. I got to have desire to want to play another game. I think I'm really hooked on Space Engineers at the moment, and other games that I've got, I don't even want to play. So
right, that they're in just as before we started live streaming and doing the group survival, you asked me straight up, hey, you know, are you going to play Space Engineers? And I do believe I said I have no interest at the time. It goes the same way on this. You have to have an interest. If there's no interest, there's no point. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, look at that. I was thinking, and I actually built quite a bit of the hovercraft. Alright.
You're on the stream starting shortly screen, by the way.
Yep. I just now realized that myself. And I'm on SD capture. I am... There we go. So I just placed this block and I removed the blocks around this. I apologize, guys. It's been one of those mornings already. I can't get my poop in a group for the life of me. So, sorry. It is what it is. If it makes you feel any better, I can go place that stuff back. So, I have an option, or two options. Two options. Of a hover vehicle. And I think I'm going to go with the mining vehicle that I made. Actually, I wonder. Is it there? Hover miner, there it is. Unlock level 15. Well, fuck you then. See, I've been playing this off to the side too, guys, because, you know, I'm addicted to this game. And I've got some pretty decent designs. I'm not at the point where I can start building... Azrix... yeah, I would say this game is massively improved. Honestly, I don't need two of those. And in fact, they just updated today, and a whole bunch of bug fixes. Which was nice. I'm gonna build 2 hovercraft, I think. The first one, actually I could probably, if I had enough components, I need more iron. You know what? I'm gonna build the one and then I'm gonna build the other. There we go. Come on. I'm going
Funny
to
how the cockpit.
do what?
Oh, mate. Looks like it's funny how the cockpit really looks like Space Engineers.
This game, man, I'm telling you, is a lot like Space Engineers. It's more alike than you realize. Cobalt. Actually, Antonio, you're not far off. I would like to show you we are making more or less a hover bike. And since I know how to make these, I built them. I've built like 4 of them. I'm just going to build it, and you guys get to see what it looks like when it's done. But I need cobalt, which is a big pain in my ass, because that means I gotta go mine. Copper, copper, cobalt up in the mountains. Awesome. Refresh. Ugh, I gotta use the bike. I guess the development company of this is Elon. Elon, we really need a little bit more traction on these bikes and a buttload more horsepower. That random explosion was my turrets doing their job. Come on, come on. Let me double check and make sure I'm not age restricted. That might also do it. Nope. It's on your end, buddy.
Exactly, make sure you've clicked on the live so the red light's on. You might just be paused or still playing the beginning of the video.
Also, good point. So how's your weekend, Beardy? How was your weekend?
Pretty uneventful, really. You know, didn't really do much, to be honest. Just chilled, which is nice, and got my sleep pattern back together, so pretty good. Bit of chilling on Space Engineers, bit of music editing. I actually got around doing a little bit of Adobe Photoshop. I haven't done that in ages. Used to love doing that. Bit of individual pixel manipulation.
Hell yeah! You know, it's always nice to be able to do what you love to do.
Yeah.
I celebrated 2 birthdays.
Didn't realise you was a queen?
Huh?
Didn't realise you was a queen?
Yeah. Totally.
Queen Trenten. That was thick.
My daughter's in my birthday. She was,
Your birthday?
Yeah.
Your birthday?
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was your birthday. Happy birthday, mate.
Oh, no worries. My daughter turned 10 Saturday. I turned 31 Sunday. My daughter was the best 21st birthday present a guy could ever ask for.
But mate, yeah.
Antonio, you're not wrong, but I really enjoyed the horse from Skyrim because of that. That fucker went everywhere. Upside down in a castle, man. That thing was freaking beastly. Oh, yeah. So, the first hover vehicle we're going to make is the bike. This is so I can get to places like this a lot quicker with storage, and I can actually, you know, hang out longer. The second thing we're going to be building is something to do this job a lot quicker, a lot better, a lot easier. I mean, I'm talking, this would be halfway gone already. Especially with today's update. That's got me excited. Today's update added Tech 2 forward-facing drills, which basically do this job at a distance. So, I mean, it's one of these shipbound. Talking about not needing... Oop. I pressed my thumb buttons. In case you guys are wondering how I play hotbar games, I have this nice mouse that allows me to, you know, just click buttons on my hotbar. And for space engineers, there's a little shift button right here. So I do a claw grip. You got your left, right, and then there's a shift button. And I actually use this to flip through my bars in space engineers. So I'll do Control 1 or Control 1 and then Control 2, and I can actually go to each bar individually, directly. It's actually really nice. I kind of wish this game had multiple bars too, but at the same time, I can live without them. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, yeah, I'm going to need the materials one way or another. That's why. Pull out that stupid-ass freaking... I'm only going to be using this thing until that hover bike's done. Whee! Alright, now we need metal components, I believe is what I needed. So we're going to double check that by going here, devices. I need 2 of these. I'm not going to bother putting a hover booster on. I do believe I have RCS already. Nope, we need an RCS. I can. Now, this game, like, we'll say Kerbal Space Program, has default prefabricated ships that you can use. Bases. And they're labeled. BA is for base. CV is for capital vessel, your large ships. HV is for hover vehicle. And SV is for small vehicle, your small ships. And this applies to parts too. You'll notice that in parts it'll say placeable on CVBA. That says, you know, capital vessels and bases share that same part. Some are only used on hover vehicles, some are only used on small vehicles. But what we're building is a really crappy picture, but you'll see it when it's done. It's nice. And then we'll eventually be building a hover miner, but I think I'm going to do a different version now that there's a new part. why I split the stack like that. Knock it off! Randomly killing shit. Alright. I need to go back in and grab my engines. And I need to make a bunch of those. We need engines, thrusters, one in every fucking direction. Well, shit. I need electronics, which means I need silicone, I'm sure, and metal components, which means I'm out of freaking iron. Alright, so we got... Let's just double check that. Components. Why didn't that take? Yeah, electronics 6. Metal components 8. Why can't I? Oh, do I need to? Oh, right. I'm so used to it. Yep, silicone. Okay. And metal components. Antonio, I don't think it's I don't think it has anything to do with beginner friendly. I think there's more of an actual beginning than Space Engineers. There's more there's more progression than in Space Engineers. Trying to get this all figured out and how many I need. Metal components 8. I've got 6. Electronics I got 2. I need more. What do I need more of? Iron and silicone. Alright, well, let's get this part done. There we go. Sure, but that doesn't seem right. I think it is, but I don't think it is at the same time. I'll revisit that. I know this part's right. Beardy, I would have thought that, you know, the block options alone would have been enough.
Yes and no. It's nice to get extra block options, but to be honest, some of them blocks look a bit crazy. They don't gone for the ones that I would have gone for.
And they're adding more, man. It's not just a case of, well, this is the only block you get. They're adding more. What did I have there? That's not what it was. Let me look. Alright, thruster. Durr.
I think one of the ways I see it as well is I grew up with Lego, and I grew up with Lego when it was the original Lego. He didn't have all the fancy stuff you got now on it. Not that I'm going against all the fancy Lego stuff, but I used to hate it when other companies made toys that worked with Lego. They have all these cheap, tacky pieces of Lego that people would use with the Lego sets, and it used to really annoy me. I kind of see Empyrion as being that cheap, tacky Lego, you know?
Yes and no. I still think it actually has a lot of promise as its own game. I will say its survival aspect is a lot better already. There is more to survival than, you know. But, there we go. Now I'm just waiting on thrusters and this thing's flyable. Yeah, it's campaign. It's lacking in a lot of things. Go. Now all I need is thrusters, so right. Alright, so I need, what did I need again? I needed iron and silicone. So let's go get iron and silicone, and then I can finish off this hover bike and get rid of this crappy ass bike. Silicone. Well, shit! Have I been over there yet? I don't believe I have too much. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have. God damn it. Where am I at? What is this? Iron. Okay. I fell in a hole. I don't know, Beardy. I'd have to say, like I said, there's. I guess its biggest attraction to me, man, is the fact that it's so freaking stable, being so early in the access. I mean. And this morning's patch notes were like a book long.
Hey, it sounds just like Space Engineers in the early days, though.
Right, but Space Engineers in the early days versus Space Engineers now. You know, I don't know. I think they are both great games. And I think you just need to try it. When you're ready to try it. I mean, I obviously can't make you do shit.
I'll find myself 5 minutes when I'm bored of Space Engineers and I'll give it a try.
I think if I can get you in here and you can experience the lag-free that is, well, I don't know if it'll be completely lag-free being in Britain, but it'll be a lot better than Space Engineers hosting off of my machine. But like I said, there are some things this game is lacking that Space Engineers has. The collision physics in Space Engineers, this game does not have. You know, you don't have crumpled blocks or individually damaged blocks, which I think lends to the performance of this game. I think that's, you know, a few calculations less that it needs to worry about. You know what I mean?
On the scale of things, Empyrion's got a lot less to do than Space Engineers has. You know, you haven't got the physics and the damage blocks and all that. So yeah, Empyrion will run a lot better.
You know, so I mean that's. But I mean, this
looks like it's lower. Sorry, it looks like it's lower resolution images as well.
For now, this is. I mean, if Space Engineers just moved to DirectX 11, so I mean. They haven't prioritized that in this game. Yet. I'm assuming they will. I could be assuming wrong. You know. Draw distances are a little low for my tastes. Enemies disappear way too soon. But there's enemies in this game, so I can't bitch too much. You know, there's a reason to have turrets on your base that aren't wolves or spiders. I mean, you have creatures like that too, but you know, there's more to it. Ships like the Neon Strike become even more valuable. You know what I mean?
Well, what I'll do is I'll get it installed sometime the weekend, and next week I'll go on the stream with you, and you can try and win me over with it.
Like I said, it's up to you, buddy. I'm not going to say you have to play this game. I'm just making an argument for it, not, you know... I don't want to replace Space Engineers with this game. I love our group survival. It's a blast. You know... But, to be quite honest, dude, I wasn't even going to play this game. Phoenix bought it, and I was like, well, shit. Now I kind of have to. You know what I mean? It's already been changed, although I do need to change the 2 to 3. It'll automatically change when I update the live streams. It's already changed.
Well, I'm going to have to love you and leave, Trent. I've got to get on. I've got a meeting to do. But I shall catch up with you later.
Hell yeah. You take it easy. Don't work too hard.
Mate, and I'll catch you later.
Yep. Later.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, beardy D, everybody. Oh, all right. So yeah, we're gonna grab some more silicone. We don't have nearly enough. I don't know. What do you guys think, chat? I mean, after seeing Space Engineers and playing Space Engineers for so long, and then watching me play this, I know you guys are missing quite a bit, and I can flip over, but I'd have to run to a dedicated server. Run my dedicated server. My co-op game. My buddies off stream. But I could show you some of the stuff. It's Beardy D, Bearded Dragon. Has nothing to do with fucking birds. It's not birdie, it's beardy. Beard. Beard. Bearded dragon is a type of lizard. So if anything, Beardy's a reptile. Reptile. Drake is back to work. Drake will no longer be joining us during the live streams because he's got work he's got to do. Which is sad, but, you know, it is what it is. But dude's got to pay the bills. Uh-oh, out of drill charges. Well, it is what it is. Should have enough to finish this, Oh, yeah. Reptile. Well, you heard it. All right. Wow, we have a fusion cell. All right. I'm not building the planet cracker. Planet cracker is a freaking star-made term anyway. You can't even build a planet cracker, a decent planet cracker, in Space Engineers. So, I don't want to hear anything about a freaking planet cracker. Coffee. Makes the world go round. I love how he's at his meeting right now. I think he just didn't want to talk to me anymore. Except for I gotta be careful eating that. My dog's gonna get my feet here in a second. Mmm. That was a really crappy camera angle. Sorry about that. Usually I got OBS up in the foreground and I'm watching that so I know what the hell you guys are going to see before you guys see it. Sorry. Alright. Well, I'm glad I'm more entertaining than your meeting, at least. Alright. All we really need is decorative pieces to finish this off if we wanted. I mean, as far as the basics go, this is done. So let's now decorate it. What the hell? He just put a fridge on the back of his ship! I did. Because that's the way, I like it. That's right. I mean, it's done. That is the basic model. Normally I go out and find these things that are a dime a dozen, but I'm not looking for it. I guess while I'm at it, I can grab that. Good. Food's gonna be an issue here real soon. I should probably... Alright, let's boot it up. It's alive! Check this out. Beardy D. I know you're watching. There it is. Side to side, forward, backwards. We are good. Base model's done. Now, I do need to put landing clamps on this thing eventually, but for right now, we've got a faster, more horsepower, more maneuverable bike. So there it is. Hover bike. Which means I can take this freaking POS and stick it there and forget about it. Food processor. Here, fuck it. Alright, now. I need to make crop plots. Steel plate, plant fiber, nutrient solution. Make nutrient solution. Rock dust, purified water, and spoiled food. Okay. Antonio, it doesn't need guns. Not everything needs a gun. No, it looks like crap. That's the problem. Right, I came in for rock dust. Oh. And I need to go get plant fiber and spoiled food. Which means harvesting kick. Which means I'm going to harvest everything that's in this freaking area, and then I'm going to hop on the hover bike and go to somewhere new. Exciting. Just realized I'm walking into a forest at night. Bad things happens in forests at night. So what say you guys? Should we just go explore? Stick this stuff in here and let it rot. Excavation site. What's up over this hill? Much better. Whee! Yeah, because that makes sense, Beardy. Totally. No. You get an hour. I don't care. Okay? 1 hour. Don't bug me when I'm live. Go. Now everybody knows that you bug me. Whoa! That's new and exciting. In case you guys are wondering, yes, it did flip. But if you hit shift because of the RCS, being shot at. I don't like being shot at. Alright. Oh boy. Assholes. Verity, you're just full of it today. Uh-oh. Found a tree. Oh, I need to eat. I was hoping to find like a settlement or something like that that I can raid. Oop, too far north. Oh, shite. Yep, that's a spaceport. Whee! Oh, we're alright. No, Antonio, it does have a farming simulator. You can actually build... I'm letting some food rot. And I'm going to get some plant fiber, and I'm going to build some crop plots. And I can plant into those crop plots food items. Cooking is a thing. I love this thing. It was so fun when I friggin' designed it and built it in the, Eska, ahoy! How you doing? So yeah, we're just kind of exploring right now. I'm looking for a settlement so I can just kind of raid their shit for seedlings and all that crap. I might even pop their command block and... Well, just gonna kill the power on this so it's not floating midair. And I do need to replace some blocks, but that's alright. I kind of expected to take some hits like that. It's not like Space Engineers, though. If I lost the midsection, it'll still kind of float. Advantage of this thing being stuck. I can, but I'm here for a very specific reason, which I don't think actually this place has. There it is. All your plants are belong to me. Because I think me and Drake have already raided this place. To an extent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock. Take the cargo, he says. What do you think I'm here for? Sightseeing? Woohoo! Nutrient solution! Hey! More rations. Always nice. You whine like a mule. Are you a space mule? Well, I will tell you what's a lot more important to me, and it's not anything to do with rock dust. I'll even O2 tanks at this point. I don't need... I can always come back. Shower and sleep soon for Eska. Well, thanks for hopping in anyway. Much appreciated. Whew, salami! Shut up. Oh, he got bathroom. I'm telling your buddies, your bathroom's dirty. Well, because she's got a life outside the stream, man. At least I'm assuming that's the case. I could be wrong. I don't. Still got the space engineer's habit of trying to open the door manually. Yeah. We did raid it before. I don't know why I didn't take some of this food, but... Alright. Well, the beautiful thing about having this hover bike I can do this. Actually, this is food stuff. Hi. Can I help you? Can I eat you? Nothing wrong with it, Eska. You do what you gotta do. I did already raid medical, right? I did. Woohoo! Canned veggies! I'm gonna be eating a lot of those. And salami. Ugh. There we go, Jesus. So, we're gonna continue heading. I got this big bald spot here. Well, let's head home for now. Looks like I'm going to have a lot of raiding otherwise to do. Usually I've run into settlements or, you know, stuff like that before, but not the case this time. Also, this thing is very fuel efficient. I probably will not have to refuel this thing for a very long time. I do need to replace and repair, but... This is the equivalent of light armor. I will upgrade it to heavier armor after a bit. Alright, this one. Components. That's a good question, Zach. Please don't spam it. I will get to chat. I don't think so. Oops. I have no clue what the hell that is. You're gonna have to actually spell it out, because, yeah. There's your answer. You can't. Once it's built, it's built. Alright, what else are we going to unlock? Damn, I need to be level 15. And then level 20. Alright. Hearts of Iron, real-time strategy. I have not played it at all, and RTSs are kind of eh for me anyway. Level 11. I mean, I'm not saying I won't play them, but I can think of better things to do with my time. If that makes sense. I'd ask you what the other hand's doing, but that's a loaded question when it comes to Eska. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep some of the first aid stuff here. That's just good practice. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just, real-time strategy is kind of eh for me. But, I mean, I'm willing to try everything once. It's just how I roll. No. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm thinking right about over here. Personally. Need more plant fiber. This one. Armors. Armor boosts. This one. Oh, look at all that spoiled food. Never mind. Plant fibers. Growing pots. Oh, shit. Currently, I don't know. I'm as much time as I have. I don't have a lot of time to play games as much as I would love. But uh-oh. Antonio! I do believe she said not to do that back in Discord. And I do believe that applies here too. I did not. Mid-90s, I was still a very big brat. So I didn't get a chance to play a lot of games because I was grounded a lot. Funny thing that. Alright, so we want to start making these canned veggies as soon as possible. I need tomatoes, spaced array, and pumpkin. So at least those 3 crops. Purified water, that's going to be a bitch. Because I'm not near water. Steel plates. That's easy enough. So tomatoes, spaced array, and pumpkin. Sprouts can go. Here. Yeah, I do believe she said not to call her sweetie. Specifically. Hell, I don't even call it my wife that. That's just, it seems more condescending than. Doesn't matter if it's here or Discord. Same community, same rules. If somebody's asked you not to call them that, then you don't call them that, regardless of where you're at. That's just, I would think, common sense, buddy. Seems my missile turret is doing my hunting for me. Awesome. I'm running around harvesting, trying to get the rest of what I need. Drake, aren't you supposed to be working? I've played Sniper Elite 3. I have not played Sniper Elite 4. For no other reason than, you know, reasons. Tomatoes, purified water. I had tomatoes. Did they rot on me? They rotted on me. Or no, they didn't. Aha. My most wanted game? Oh, shit. I honestly don't know. I mean, I wish I could say I did, but... I mean, I haven't really been looking at games. Like I said, I wish I could, but I just don't have time that I would normally devote between Space Engineers, me having fun playing this. That's a good question. Let me look. Take a look at my Steam wish list here. I honestly have no fracking clue. I have no idea. I use my wish list not as so much a wish list like I want these games, but I use it to keep an eye on certain games I might want to play later. I'm really looking forward to Far Cry 5. But honestly, I probably need to go through my wish list. Excuse me, pare it down. Because there's a lot in here I probably won't go play. But Sniper Elite 4 I would probably get into. I like the campaign of the 2 and 3. So to play another one would be nice. The rest of this, quite frankly, I just need to get off my ass and remove. Except for maybe Attack on Titan. Oh. So... yeah, there's not a lot of games. I used to be really into racing games, Beardy, but I can't anymore. Oh. My biggest problem, though, is the need for hard drive space. Okay. This is not going to cut it. There's not enough here. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to come out here and I think I'm going to build a greenhouse. Because that's not going to cut it. That'll get me by, but it's not going to be enough to actually have plentiful food. I can, Eska. I might need to put another fridge up. Alrighty. So yeah, I think that's the next order of business. Is a greenhouse. It's mail time. Ooh, what's on this one? My letter opener. Ooh. Yeah. Nero CDs. Oh, I got a gift card for Amazon for my birthday, so I ordered a bunch of stuff. Alright, what was I doing? I was doing stuff. I just can't remember what I was doing. Right, greenhouse. Okay. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. People are saying stuff in chat and I can't see what the hell they're talking about. I'm gonna have to look. You got me curious. You got my curiosity meter going. Thank you, Eska. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Today's a good day. Completely fracking derailed. Eska, you did it again. Wow. I am going to tear a little bit. And if you knew my history a bit more, you'd understand why. Oh man. Thank you. Interesting. Hold on. I will be right back. I'm getting weird random calls from California, and I know only 2 people in California. And I will explain why that was so cool. Who knows? Somebody from random people from California. The number didn't go through. So why is that so... Why was that so cool? Other than it's a birthday gift from a complete random person I barely know. Well, that's part of it. The other part is I used to be a very angry child growing up, and I was always in trouble. Damn it. And because of which, you know, when you've got parents that, you know, love you, they don't reward you for your bad behavior. So, you know, getting random things, gifts, just because never happened. That's fine. I had that coming. The second bit is when I was 15, I got into a bit of a scuffle with my brother. His arm got broken, and I went to an anger management facility. Right. So, what ended up happening after that is... I was about 15 when this happens. So I'm at this place randomly, no clue who anybody is. No purpose, no nothing. Life got complicated. Immediately after, I didn't celebrate my birthday there. They don't do birthdays there. Jason, take it easy. Thanks for joining the stream. So I spent a year there, so I didn't get a birthday for my 15th. Immediately after leaving that, I did Job Corps, and I didn't celebrate my birthday there. Immediately after Job Corps, I joined the military, and I was in my advanced individual training for the 17th birthday. You're in basic training. There's no birthdays there. And then I went to Korea, and I was the new guy, and I had no friends there, and I knew nobody there, so I didn't celebrate my birthday there. So there's the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th birthday. I didn't celebrate. 19, I don't think I celebrated much of. 20th, I got married, and I got a little bit of a birthday party. It was actually kind of nice. And then my 21st birthday, I spent in the hospital because my wife was delivering, or had delivered, my daughter. Now that was the best birthday present ever. And then I've shared a birthday since. I've always shared a birthday with someone. One of my mom's friend's kids that I grew up with was born 10 days before me. Literally 10 days before me. She was born June 30th. I'm July 9th. So we always shared a birthday. Well, her younger sister was born 3 days after, so I've always shared a birthday with 2 other people up until my 15th birthday. And then I didn't celebrate my birthday for 4 or 5 years. And then my 21st birthday, I have a kid, my 22nd, my 23rd, my 24th. For the past 10 years, I have celebrated with my daughter. So I've never actually had my own birthday party that I can remember. So to get a gift from somebody I barely know as a here you go, happy birthday, yeah, I'm going to tear up a little bit. Because that's special. Right, Beardy, the difference is that's a choice. You choose not to celebrate your birthday. I never had the choice. I just didn't do it. Or I shared it. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound like an ungrateful asshole either. I enjoy celebrating my birthday with my daughter. I think that's cool as hell. There are days where I wish I can just, you know, have a birthday like a normal person. It's my birthday. But that's a little selfish, and I'm not, you know, not who I am. I'm not normally a selfish person. But it'd be nice just to have one for just me. Last time I tried, nobody showed up. Should tell me something. But, you know, it is what it is. So in case you guys are wondering why I stopped for a second, Eska bought me Far Cry 5, and that's awesome. I appreciate it. Very much so. God, derailed. What was I doing? I know I'm building something. I think I'm building a greenhouse, but... Asphyxiated! How are you? Well, Eska, I mean, it's a case of I have a pretty... I would consider myself not... How would it... How do I put it? I don't always want things. Things would be nice. It would be nice to have a lot of things. But I am pretty content in life. I've got good friends. Now. I've got really good friends. You know, a buddy of mine I've known for...
Maybe we should go to another planet because Earth is becoming so strange.
I don't know, years? Ah! OCD's going nuts. It is not symmetrical. Ah, screw it. I don't care. Repair. No, asphyxiated. This is drone in survival. In this game, you don't have a jetpack like Space Engineers where you can just float around, but they give you a drone. See, there's my person. And you can do everything with your drone. You can mine, you can build, you can disassemble. But this is still survival mode. I'm just building a greenhouse. Or attempting to. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do my crops. Do I want to do... How do I make nutrient solution? Rock dust and purified water. Alright. Well, I've got plenty of rock dust. Purified water, on the other hand, that's going to be a little tricksy. Tricksy habits. We're going to have to build a water generator. And we gotta frickin' take it out to places. I need to build a bunch of that. Asphyxiated. You just drag and click. This game allows you to build rows in survival mode. See? This is survival. I promise you. You look at my my food. You know, it is survival mode. So long as I have the blocks, it'll place it. If I don't have the blocks, it won't place it. I mean, it's not like I just randomly, you know... There. I think that's what I'll do. storage and stuff here. See? I ran out of blocks, so I didn't place those. Blocks. Wow. Yep, totally cheating. Well, you will definitely hear it from me. Or from me. You are going to get a happy birthday, Eska. Yeah, guys, building a hover bike, totally worth doing. I really need to fix it up, though. But to do that, I need iron. Alright, I didn't... Damn it. I didn't grab those drill charges like I needed. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you're just being bad, Beardy. Bad, Beardy. There. Now I don't have to fill that thing up, like, probably for the remainder of my time playing this game. Who said anything about class? I'd say asphyxiated, you must be new here, but I know better. So paint. Paint the fracking block. There. Alright. I need to replace that block too. It's actually the first time I've had one of those damaged like that. Although there's a reason for it. Normally I have that protected. Hardened steel cones. I'll have to Mad Max the hell out of this here in a bit. Asphyxiated. This is my hover bike. Yeah. A buddy of mine said it looks like a Formula 1 race car. I love it. Without the wheels, obviously. But, Yeah, no, this is my hover bike. Anyhow. Whee! Alright, there we go. No, it's because and don't get me wrong. Normally, I have, like I said, spikes. I'll finish it. Right? Fucker goes everywhere. Actually, you know what? I want to check something. Level 15, remind me. And we're gonna build this. This is actually my favorite little small ship. I can do a lot with that little small ship. I use it for my co-op with my off-screen buddies. Beardy, no, not currently, but if you think about Space Engineers and its wheels issue, I'm okay with that. They are talking about adding wheeled vehicles, though. That is coming. So we'll have hover vehicles, wheeled vehicles, small vessels, capital vessels, stations, bases. And before you go, well, you know, Space Engineers has wheeled vehicles. Yeah, I remember when wheels were added. So, yeah, there's that. And I wouldn't say they have wheeled vehicles. The wheels don't work. They're buggy as fuck, clangy as fuck. They are Kraken summoners, for sure. So... the next vehicle I'm going to do is another hover vehicle, I think, though. Especially once I get certain things unlocked in this. Namely, that. So I need to be level 18. No, I need to be level 15 to get that. Once I'm level 15, then I can... You managed a rover, a very basic rover. Don't get me wrong, cool as hell. But you managed. Most of the time, especially on a dedicated server, or any multiplayer, wheels are just bad juju. And if two drills on a hover vehicle are very fast. I don't disagree. I'm looking forward to that laser drill that they just added today. I gotta see this. And I love this. This bike. Whee! And that's why I have a turret on top of my base. No, not the drill turret. They just added a drill, laser drill. It's a Tech 2 drill. Instead of the manual drills, it's actually the same thing I've been using to mine, except for mounted to a vehicle and a lot more efficient. I was going to play around with it here soon. Alright, back to iron, because, yeah. I was gonna build something. What was I gonna build? Like, I stopped to build something. Oh, right. I needed steel blocks. Because I'm building a greenhouse. That's because, Beardy, the floor has been changed from concrete to steel. And if you're worried about textures, man, I learned something recently. If you don't like the way, like, say, that looks, try that. If you don't like that, try that. Or that. And if you hadn't noticed, I'm only changing one face. Or I can do the whole block. Right? Something you can't do in Space Engineers as well. Oh, and As far as like mod packs, maybe? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. But let's say I want, you know, floor grates. Right? Concrete has its own little thing altogether. But I don't like the color, that color of floor grate. So we're going to pull out that. Let's do yellow floor grates. So not only do I change the texture, now I can change the color. Or I can reset it. I've never heard anything about that ever coming to Space Engineers, Beardy. Replacing textures like that? Yes, asphyxiated. They are talking about that too. There's a lot of things they're talking about adding here real soon. But Space Engineers, I've never heard about changing textures at all. Not officially. Long block. Then that's failure on their part, Beardy. I'm telling you, there's no, if they're talking about adding it and they haven't added it and they haven't added it and they haven't added it, I have no, whatever. You know what I mean? Alright, you know what? This lack of symmetry is starting to aggravate me. I mean, I guess the big question, Beardy, is if they've been talking about it for, you know, since the beginning, where's it at? You know, they mentioned it at the beginning, but we all know that development plans change. You know, I don't think it's coming. Not to Space Engineers. But here it is in this game. That's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, Space Engineers talks about doing a lot of things that we never see. You know, that's the point I'm trying to make. I wish I could say, yeah, hey, you know, cool, but I don't believe it. You know, and that's on Keen. You know, not you. I believe what you're saying. I don't believe Keen is actually going to keep to it. And as before, I'm not trying to say one game is inherently better than the other. They both have their flaws. Yeah, exactly. They both have their flaws. They both have their pluses. Damn it. Stupid structural integrity. Again, Beardy, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but if that were the case, if multiplayer and physics were their priority, then that stupid hydrogen engine that they're teasing, working on the side or whatever, wouldn't even be thought of, and we would have a very functional, clean multiplayer, which isn't the case. Or at the very least, they're going about it very poorly. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying either way. I don't know the motivations of Keen. And I don't claim to know the motivations of Keen. But I'm saying if half of what Keen says is true, it's going to be a great game. But for... Damn it. Bullshit. Bullshit. But for as long as this game's been in development and as buggy as the multiplayer is, if they were functioning on or focused on multiplayer physics, it would be a hell of a lot better shape than it is currently. I think that's what they say, but what they do are different things. The multiplayer environment, maybe I'm not understanding. Yeah, that pistol that's never showed up. You know, as far as the multiplayer environment goes, being much smaller, I don't necessarily understand what your terminology is. If you're talking about the amount of people, Beardy, that can be on this game at once, this game beats it hands down. This game beats Space Engineers as far as its multiplayer goes, hands down. If you're talking about what the multiplayer has to correct for, then yeah, you're or calculate or keep track of. On the software side, yeah, I can believe that. I don't even doubt that. And like I said, I'm not trying to bash Space Engineers at all. I'm really not. I love the game. You know, that's not the case. Oh yeah, no, like I said, if you're talking about the back end, you know, what each game has to keep track of, you're not wrong. You know, I don't disagree. But I also feel that you know, the lack of collision states isn't necessarily a bad thing either. Yes, it's nice, it adds to the game, but at the same time, oh, wrong one. It is one of those things in Space Engineers I find more annoying than handy. Or, you know, pleasant. Yeah, large block size are about the equivalent. Small blocks, however, are a bit larger in this game. I wouldn't say that this game's trying to be Space Engineers either. And I think that's part of the problem, Beardy, is you're looking at this game and going, well, it's just a knockoff of. But I don't see it as a knockoff. I do see it as its own game. And there's a lot of things it does better. It's a very similar to. But Dual Universe is also a voxel building survival MMO. They're just doing Space Engineers larger. It's still... I mean, there it is what it is. You know, I don't know. I think you're just looking for reasons not to like the game. I think you're starting to dig your heels in. And it's completely unnecessary. I'm not trying to bash Space Engineers. I'm not leaving Space Engineers behind. Yeah, exactly, Eska. There's that too. But at that point, I don't think beta means what we think it should mean anymore. And the same goes for alpha. Right, and you need to not look at it that way, because it's not. It's its own game. It is its own entity as far as games are concerned. You know, it does its own thing, and it does it well. You know, Space Engineers, there's a trading system, there's a currency. I mean, there's nothing like that in Space Engineers. Space Engineers is a glorified physics demonstration. I love it, but that's all it is. Or that's all it feels like it is. You know, and that's cool. But you know, that's not what I'm... I don't know. Now you got me bashing Space Engineers. I didn't want to bash Space Engineers, god damn it, Beardy. It's your fault. Oh. Yeah, the POIs are freaking awesome. And they're fun to take. Right. That was what I was working on. That's what I needed iron for. You're wrong on that, Beardy. I haven't had as many issues with Windows 10 enough as I've had on Space Engineers. You know, but like I said, either way, I'm not going to get into a debate about it. I don't care enough to get into a debate about it. I'm not trying to say this game is better. Quit trying to defend Space Engineers. You don't need to. I'm having a discussion about Empyrion because I'm playing Empyrion. You're the one saying Space Engineers is better. I'm telling you, no, they have their merits, but they're two separate games. It's apples to oranges, man. I've said that repeatedly. Eska said it, not me. Because of course they are. Oh, so some things are similar, so therefore it must be a knockoff. Beardy, now you're just getting childish about it, man. Who cares? I mean, I'm at the point now, Beardy, I don't care that they're so similar. It doesn't bother me. I don't know why it's bothering you. Makes no difference to me, man. You haven't played Empyrion, Beardy. There's something... Okay. I'm going to tell you what I have told my daughter repeatedly. You have to try something before you say, I don't like it. If you look at something and say, I don't like it, but you haven't tried it, you can't say you don't like it. It doesn't work that way. You don't have to like it either. I don't care. Your tastes are going to be different than mine. As far as your development background goes, I'm not an idiot either. I do know what Space Engineers has over this. Do I know how to code? No. Do I care? No. But am I an idiot when it comes to what goes behind a game? No. Like I said, Space Engineers' physics calculations are ridiculous. It is a beautiful physics engine. When it works, it don't work half the time. I mean, I understand that rolling colliders, the wheels, are a bitch. But you would think a simple joint would be easier. Yeah, Beardy, I'm seeing it from the player standpoint. You're looking at it from the development standpoint going, Space Engineers is a better game because it's got more code behind it. As a player, this works better in a lot of instances. It is what I'm looking for in a voxel building game currently. Space Engineers is great when it comes to physics, and the feel of it feels great. But, that doesn't make it better. Is what I'm saying. Just because the code's more complicated doesn't mean it's better. From a player standpoint, from a user standpoint, right now, this game is more playable than Space Engineers. You haven't eaten a lot of MREs then, Beardy. MREs look like shit. They don't look all that great. But, I eat them anyway. It is what it is. I'm not... And see, that statement makes no sense. You prefer building technicals? I don't understand what that has to do with anything. That terminology means nothing to me, man. I don't know what you're getting at. You like the technicality behind it, I guess? And see, it depends. Building in Space Engineers, it does feel grindy to me. I don't feel like I should have to sit here with a welder and one block's done. At the same time, if I don't feel like dealing with the grind and I just want to fucking place a block and be over it, this game to me seems a little bit better. It's also a lot better to stream. I'm pretty sure these guys are tired of seeing me sit here like this. They see it enough on Fridays. I can get more done here because I don't have to sit there and pound a block repeatedly over and over and over again. Oh, I gotta move a block. So now I gotta grind it down, place it somewhere else, weld it back up. No, I can just go. It's convenient in this particular instance. Again, I'm not trying to bash Space Engineers. Knock it off. I love Space Engineers. But for what I'm doing... yeah, Beardy, I don't disagree. Programmable blocks are great, but how many codes in Space Engineers can you actually run without breaking the game or dropping the sim speed to nil? And then how many people on that server can you have while you have a programmable block running or multiple programmable blocks running and not kill the sim speed? It's in there, and then it's in there and it's functional and it's playable and there's no issue. You're posing all these arguments trying to defend a game I love, and all you're doing is making me bash it. Because your arguments, while they're arguments, I don't consider them good arguments. Or as good. You know. Is that a little harsh? Yeah, probably. But, dude, I love Space Engineers. I'll play it regardless. I'm not into streaming Space Engineers all week, especially survival. As far as the survival aspect goes, Space Engineers is tedious, monotonous. Yep, that sums it up. Oh shit, no! Ow. My squiggly splooch. So you're saying you can do a better version of automatic LCDs that doesn't cause a shit ton of lag? I think it's more the API than the script itself. If you can do a non-laggy version of the automatic LCD script, by all means, dude. Knock it out of the park. In fact, if you could, you'd probably get more downloads than the automatic LCD script. But I gotta be careful reading chat because at the same time, while I understand you're not trying to come off as what's the word? High and mighty on this. Basically, what I read in that was I can script better than these guys can. So I know that's not what you're trying to say. I know you well enough to know that. And I've got to be careful on how I read this because my knee-jerk reaction is, well, do it better then. If you can do it better, do it better. I mean, by all means. But if not, don't judge other people or their work, especially automatic LCDs or other things like that. There's a lot of work that goes behind them. Like I said, I'm not an idiot when it comes to scripting. I don't know how to script my stuff, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate the art. They were intended to run whatever script, large or not. If a game allows you to do that, then awesome. Otherwise, they could just put a character limit on it and be done. If it wasn't supposed to be a huge script, or it wasn't meant for huge scripts, a character limit would have been fine. You can't build a script over, you know, X amount of lines. Because there's no limit, tells me to think the otherwise. They said, here's a programmable black, go ham. Go ham, man. Go nuts. Do what you're going to do. Play the games you're going to play. I'm pretty sure people are tired of me doing this, but this is only temporary until I get a freaking Uber miner. No, you're missing my point, Beardy. If it wasn't supposed to be a large script, if the programmable blocks weren't meant to have large script, if Teen did not want people to make large scripts with their programmable blocks, they would impose a character or line limit. Keep it to small scripts. But, not the case. Sure, Antonio, bring it on. In case you guys are wondering, there is a lot of things that me and Beardy do disagree on. And what Keen I'm a pessimist when it comes to a lot of things, especially space engineers. Well, Beardy's more of an optimist when it comes to space engineers. And I do appreciate his optimism in it, but my pessimistic nature is going, no, it's not going to be that way because whatever reason. You know, or if they wanted somebody to do something, they would just do this, but... We're talking not functionality, but complexity. You say large script, right? You can have a multi-line small script. I get that. You can also have a multi-line large script, complex script. I do understand the more complex the script, the more lines of code you need to make it that complex. Hence, line limit. Character limit was a poor choice of words. A line limit. You know, this code can only have, say, 400 lines of code. What you do in that 400 lines of code? Great. A buddy of mine's a programmer, and he used to crash at my place while he was studying for college to be a programmer. You know, he was constantly going on about it. Well, like I said, I don't know how to code myself. I'm not an idiot when it comes to it. I don't know the language. That doesn't mean I don't understand it and what it takes. Then do it already. Beyond the point, Beardy. I mean, beyond the point. One functionality, the programming blocks, does not make or break a game. In my mind. You know, two, I remember when the programming blocks were added. So while Empyrion doesn't have programming, that doesn't mean it won't. We'll see. I'm off the subject now. We got other things to do, other things to talk about. You know, programming blocks in Space Engineers, I find, are both a good and bad thing. Yes, they add a shit ton of functionality, but they break a lot of things too. Whether or not that's the script or not, I don't care. I don't. I think it's more the programming block itself, timers that are running it every tick versus every second. There's a lot that goes through it. But again, we are discussing difference in opinion, and I do love working with Beardy. I find him hilarious in a lot of situations. But as you guys see, we do have our disagreements. What we disagree on. And it's a civil disagreement, I think. We are being civil. We're not calling each other names. We're not saying, no, you're wrong, I'm right. We are posing arguments and, you know, it is what it is. No, Eska, no, this is a healthy discussion. It's a passionate one, but it's a healthy discussion. It's not, you know, we're not making fun of each other. We're not any less friends because of this. I don't hate Beardy now because he, you know, likes programming. You know, Well, that's because you haven't had the pleasure of actually sitting down and working with him. I mean, we can build some very, very, very beautiful ships. We have built very, very beautiful things in Space Engineers. He's got a lot of design input that is just awesome. You know, and then he's got that, because he's got that programmer mind, he can do things like his airlocks that are just, you know, I go ham over those, man. I love them. You know, there's just certain things we disagree on, you know, and we will passionately debate them. Because that's what we are. That's what we do. You know. Agree on disagreeing. We usually do. Alright, I should not need to do this for a while. Also, don't fall in the freaking hole anymore, because that's ridiculous. Everybody enjoys it. Oh, man. You're not wrong, Eska. You're not wrong. I don't rage quit, though, man. That wouldn't imply I care enough to rage. Uh-oh. I'm hungry. Need to eat. Oh. Uh-oh. I need to go get that purified water. Oh, no I don't. Water jugs. Awesome. No, again, Beardy, you're missing my point. I told you I don't know how to code. Yes, I can't read code. I don't have the mental capacity for it. I don't have the patience to learn. That doesn't mean I don't understand the complexity behind it or can appreciate the art. Now I feel like you're just being insulting. And I don't appreciate that. You're better than that. Oh, need fridges or whatever to share inventories or... Oh, you talking like a piping system? That's also coming, man. That's on the list of shit they're working on. Yeah, I do prefer... Yes and no, asphyxiated. I enjoy both. There are times I prefer Space Engineers type of rotation. But this is a bit more concise, I guess. It's harder to make a mistake. Trying to play. What's my brat doing? What? Good. I'm with Eska. It is so much better in the long run to just enjoy yourself and have an awesome relationship with somebody. Make family. Family's good. Without family, you're quite lonely. And the feel good. The feel good is awesome. I think that's the primary reason most people do it, actually. I want to say no, they don't. And yes, they do. I think it's wherever the light is actually touching, so to speak. Yes, you can have family without having kids. But as a man who has a kid, asphyxiated, you're getting into a lot of what ifs. You know, in my mind, I'm with Eska. It's not really a full family until you have kids. But each person's different. And this is only my opinion. This is not a statement of fact. Do not take it as such. I don't disagree. Asphyxiated, and you're not wrong. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Because I'm just voicing my opinion on the matter. I think the people who don't want kids or can't have kids for whatever social reason, that's on them. That's their problem. And it is a problem in my opinion. In my opinion. I'm not saying this is fact. I'm just saying if you don't have kids, you're a lonely man. Or woman. Or cheese cracker. I don't know. Oh. Remember this, Beardy. I'm gonna weld your freaking cryopod shut before you log in. You may have to. You may have to. Jerky. Oh, shit! Sit. You too, Beardy. The glass is clear. Yes, it's dark. But it ain't fucking dirty. It's tinted. Although it's overcast out there. I'm getting foggy. But not dirty. German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. She is currently playing with my younger brother right now. Because she's a puppy. Puppy cam. It would be a hell of a lot more pleasant to watch than me. I won't disagree with that. Yeah, I would expect that they are pretty effective, Reaper. After this live stream, I'm going to kick up our dedicated server. And, your point being, Beardy, I am not against a game taking the ideas of other games and capitalizing on it. Especially if they do it even as well or better. Now, if they do a shit job of it, then we can criticize it. But so far, for as early as this game is in development, I have yet to see a shit job of anything. Damn it. There. Osiris is supposed to be Ark in space. It isn't doing well because it's just, it's not as good. That's because I'm a spazzy guy. I don't do it any other way. What the hell's that? Oh, okay. Yep. What was she trying to argue with? No, say it normally, not with the freaking attitude too. Yeah, okay. I have not played Stellaris. So I couldn't begin to tell you. And I need more silicone. Alright. Well, that's going to have to wait for another time. KSP and Space Engineers are very similar already in a lot of ways. There's really no way, two ways to mash those two together. They are so separate. However, there's one thing that I would love from Kerbal Space Program and would love to put it into Space Engineers, and that is the Newtonian physics, including orbital mechanics. I mean, you want to talk about adding a challenge? That would be it. Play Space Engineers at, 3,000 meters a second relative to an orbital body. Oh yeah, and the re-entry, definitely. But, I mean, that would just be awesome. You know, like I said, if you were to get off that planet and to actually make orbit, you have to make a certain orbital velocity depending on your altitude. I mean, and then you got to dock up with a station that's also going a certain velocity, so you have to match that velocity, and then you have to work around at that velocity, and if you turn your dampeners on, then you're going to right back down to the planet. Oh, yeah. It would make for a better challenge, I think. That I would play the shit out of again. Yeah, asphyxiated. I think they went about the wrong way of that. They should have made it just another body. But considering the issues Space Engineers has already, if they do add orbital physics, they're going to have to take out a lot of other things as well. Eska, you're not stupid. You're not stupid. If I can figure it out, you got it. Anyhow, I'm hitting the 3-hour mark. It is that time. Right, add a rotor to that orbital mechanic and watch what happens. Yeah, they're not going to add anything like that anyway. Anyhow, I'll be on Discord. I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll continue finishing off this greenhouse. I got to go get more silicone. I got to go get more materials. I got stuff I got to do. And I got to build all these building blocks, which is going to be, yeah. There's the hover vehicle we built today. I've been working on the greenhouse. Mining, lots of mining. But that's alright, because once we hit level 12, 15? Level 15. Then I can really start cranking out mining. It'll be a lot easier, a lot quicker. But until then, I will catch you guys tomorrow. This has been Trenten Degreth, featuring a poetic discussion with Beardy D. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Beardy, I'll talk to you later. We'll sort out what our plans are for Space Engineers, what we need to work on this Friday. But until then.